Hi chosen ones, welcome to the channel. This is Michelle. I have a message for us today, and today's message is your future spouse is better than everyone you've ever met combined. And so I just couldn't help myself but do this message because I feel that our future spouse is in the energy, and it's not just for me, I know this, but it's not for everyone, so just ask God about it. Your future spouse is literally better than anyone that you've ever met, and is better than everyone that you've ever been in a relationship with, all combined. And so that might sound like it's kind of mean, but it's just the truth. And so the chosen ones, there's a lot of different kinds of us, but the ones that I connect with are the ones who have a Joseph anointing, who are going from the very bottom of existence to the very top of existence. It's like the ones who are destined to experience the most massive quantum leap that you ever could in a human life. And there's a lot of reasons why the Lord brings us from the very bottom. There's a lot of reasons. It's so that you can, connect with almost anyone on earth, because you've been through the worst of the worst things. You are compassionate toward everybody, no matter how low they might be. There's just a lot of reasons. But it's a very difficult journey, and when we get to certain points, we receive these breakthroughs from the Lord. And so we receive a breakthrough, in wealth, of course. And the reason why the Lord even gives us this wealth is because we don't care about being wealthy. A lot of us never actually wanted to be rich. A lot of us didn't like rich people. When we were younger, we would look at rich people and all of their designer things and their attitudes and things, and we were very disgusted by it, because we were born with such high vibrational empathy and compassion for people, to where we were naturally repulsed by these arrogant mindsets that were very holier than thou, and that were very prideful and that looked down on others. And so a lot of us didn't even we didn't even want to be associated with that rich crowd. All we asked God for was for enough. We just wanted to have a home and a stable way to have food and water and stuff. And this is why He's actually making you wealthy, because you're going to be somebody who is different. And you're going to use this money for things that most rich people wouldn't be using their money for, because but another breakthrough that the Lord gives us is a breakthrough in love, and He gives us a kingdom spouse that is somebody who is going to love you so much that it actually is it's one of God's greatest rewards to you, that this love is going to really make up for everything that you've been through, for all of the abusive relationships you've been through, for all of the lack of love, and just everything that you missed out on as far as love goes is going to be given to you in this kingdom spouse. And it's not that we're going to put them on a pedestal, or that we are going to put them above God, because our number one source for love is always our relationship with the Lord, obviously, but still, this is one of God's greatest gifts to us. And it takes a long time for us to get to this point where we can actually meet our spouse, because for a lot of us, our spouse is somebody who is coming from a very different place than us. They have a different background, and they are already kind of in this high place. And it might not be, it could be a high place in different ways. It might be that, they're very successful and in a physical sense, very, successful and wealthy and stuff like that. Or it could just be that this is a person who comes from a loving environment, who is just full of love, and who hasn't, I don't know, but they could just be somebody who's higher than you in a lot of ways. And this is somebody that you would have rejected in the past, because you would have felt insecure. You would have felt like you are not worthy of their presence in the past. If you had met somebody like this in the past, before the Lord had done all of this transformative healing work in you, and risen you up and ascended your vibration, and healed your sense of self-worth and everything, before you would have rejected them subconsciously. You would have said, what are you doing talking to me? You know, you're different than me. What is this? And subconsciously you would have completely rejected them because you were unworthy and you were not high enough to meet them yet. And so, you know, a lot of us, again, because, and another thing is that we're like diamonds. Chosen ones are, you know, are few. They're few and far between. And we are like, you know, diamonds that start off in the depths of the earth, surrounded by dirt and creepy crawlies and just all kinds of, you know, low vibrational things. And so we have, you know, spent most of our lives in the grime, in the dirt, and in the muck, you know, and we have been, you know, tormented by these relationships and people that were so, you know, of the low vibrations, that, you know, they would target us and attack us and abuse us. We've been narcissistically abused and things. And so we became used to this ill treatment. We became used to these energies that would, you know, abuse us and that would treat us like trash. You know, we were subconsciously so used to this. And so most of the relationships that you've been with in the past were like so sad. They were just, you would accept people into your life who were complete losers. And when I say losers, it has nothing to do with like worldly status or money or anything like that, because a lot of the, you know, the most great people on earth ain't got no money. They actually choose to live a different kind of life. They're actually like above money because they are so close to God and so such good people. And you know, they know, they're like John the Baptist. They know that they don't need money to have the most abundant, fulfilled life and stuff. So this has to do with their energy. You were in relationships with people. Almost all of your relationships from the past, before God isolated you and put you into this wilderness period where he could transform you and really transform, you know, your sense of worth and everything. Almost everybody in the past was a loser in their energy. They were somebody who was evil, completely selfish and narcissistic and petty and just completely selfish. And the reason that they attached to you was because of your high vibrational energy and your empathic, compassionate nature, and because of all of your value that you couldn't see, that they just wanted to attach onto and to take. So almost all of these people from your past were evil, almost all of them. And so you really never experienced real love from somebody who would actually give you true love. And so God has, you know, he has done this work in you and transformed you, and it has been a really long process, but now you're in a place where you are open to that real true love. You're open to somebody who is high vibrational and loving and empathic and who is of God and who is willing to love you and to give you their whole heart and to give you all of this love. Now you are able to receive it. You're able to, because God has changed you and made you able to receive this. So your future spouse is better than everyone that you have ever met in your past, anyone that you've ever been in a relationship. If you were to combine all of them, your kingdom spouse is so much better than all of that, your future spouse. And a lot of us are about to meet this person, and I'm super excited. And I don't know about you, but let's pull some cards. And I just split to the star. This is going to be one of the biggest wishes come true in your life, one of the biggest gifts from God in your life. Because again, you know, the wealth and all of this success and all of this stuff that's coming to you is great, but that's not really what you want as the chosen one. You are a compassionate, loving empath who just has wanted to be loved, and you really have never experienced that kind of love before. And so the greatest gift from you for you from God is going to be this love, this spouse who's going to give you this love. And this is going to make up for, again, and this is going to be the most healing energy, the greatest, most wonderful wish come true, the most, you know, the biggest dream come true, and the most healing gift from God. Okay, and also this person sees you as a star. I just heard that. They see you as a wish as well. It's not just them being a wish come true for you. You're also a wish come true for them, because they ain't never met anybody like you before. You know, I mean, they ain't never met anybody like you before. And, you know, obviously, but anyways. And so now we have the Six of Cups here, and this is like the energy of childhood memories, of nostalgia, of family, of, you know, that loving childhood energy. And so this person is going to give you all of that love that you missed out on in childhood, all of that love that is so innocent and pure and is just so beautiful. You know, this is like Disneyland, but so much better. Okay, so we have the sign of Aquarius, and I'm getting something about your birthday with these balloons. I'm getting that for some of us, we might meet this person before our next birthday, or there might be something about your guys' birthdays that is similar. You guys might have like similar sun signs. It flew out again. Is there anything else about this? Some of you are going to have a child, you know, but this is the beginning of a new, and there they are. There go your kingdom spouse, okay? Just full of love in their heart for you. And again, if before you would have never been able to accept this love, you would have been like, why are you looking at me? You are so much better than me. What's your problem? You know, you would have completely rejected this, this kind of love. And that's because you, again, weren't feeling worthy of love. But now you know that God has made you worthy of this kind of love. And so you have somebody here who is full of love in their heart for you. They're just full of love in their heart for you. I feel it. And so with the Six of Cups again, this is a new family legacy. This is a new family legacy. Your family of origin, they're a thing of the past. They are a thing of the past. Okay, you were born into that family so that you could experience the kind of pressure that it takes to turn a rock into a diamond. All right, and they have served their purpose in your life, and now they are washed away. They are in your past, and you will never return to the past. This is a brand new family legacy for you. And so for some, you're going to join this person's family. You're going to be connected to their family, and their family is going to be like such a blessing to you as well. And they're going to give you this family kind of love that you always wanted as well. But you're starting a brand new family with this person, and it's going to be a family that has been free, that is like nothing that you've ever seen or that your generational line has ever seen before. Is there anything else? We also have all the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The Knight of Swords just flew out in the reversed here with the King of Pentacles. But this is the female version of the King of Pentacles. And then the Death card is peeking out here. So for some, you're actually going to be having a breakthrough in your wealth, you know, before this happens. Or this is something that is connected to your wealth transfer as well. It might be that they both come in around the same time, but this is going to come like storming into your life just around the same time that you receive this transformational breakthrough in wealth. We have the sign of Scorpio. Okay, so is there anything else? Let's see. The Hierophant in the reverse. So this is something that you didn't even really believe for it. You might have heard God tell you, I have somebody who is destined for you, who is like this. He might have given you a vision of what this person is like, and you might have been like, yeah, right, okay. You might not have had any belief because it was just too much, like, for you to even believe for. And so, but God is saying, no, remember when I told you that I have somebody who is like this for you. I was not lying to you. Your higher self actually heard me correctly, and this person is coming in, and they do exist and love you. And so you might have had a vision of this before from God and not believed it at all because it was just too much for you to believe. So we have the sign of Taurus and Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But this person is going to love you so much for your spiritual gifts. They're going to think that you are absolutely beautiful, and you can reverse the roles. You know, if you're the man watching here, you are going to be blown away by this person every single day. You're going to be in love with their beautiful soul, with their spiritual gifts, with their outward beauty as well, because this is somebody who was specifically designed for you from God. God designed you guys for each other. So you are going to be like crazy attracted to each other. And again, there might be some differences that you guys have to where some of you might have serious doubts like, yeah, right, is this person really going to love me or be attracted to me? Or like, are they really going to, you know, you might have a lot of doubt about this, but God is saying, yes, I actually designed you with your kingdom spouse in mind. So you will absolutely be obsessed with each other in the best way. You're going to absolutely love each other, and you're going to go the distance. You're never going to stop investing in one another. Okay. And so there go your divine masculine. So you know, or this is you. So you have come to this place where you can meet this person where they are. And this is a person who is respected. This is somebody who has their stuff together and who is a very, very divine masculine person, or a very, very spiritually gifted divine feminine person, who is high ranking. This is somebody who is very well respected. Okay. And so this is, you know, this is where you've come. You've come a long way to where you can meet your spouse now. And this is someone in a very high place. We have the sign of Aries. And you guys are going to work together as well, because your missions, your individual missions for the Lord are actually complementary to each other. Is there anything else, or is that it? So you're not going to be single for much longer. This is a loss of independence, but in this case, it's in the best way. You're going to be in a commitment here, and you will not be out here on your own anymore. But God has brought you to a place where you became independent in Him. You learned how to trust Him. You learned how to make Him your number one, the love of your life. And now, because you have done this, God has turned you into a person who is fully developed and fully independent and ready now, and ready for a very healthy relationship, because you have gone through all of the mental clearing. You've received the healing, the mental healing that you needed. And so now this person is coming in, and they are in your energy at this time. Okay. Yeah, and this is somebody who was sad before. They were like, is there anyone out here for me? Because they, in their environment, didn't see anybody who was able to fulfill them spiritually and emotionally. And they were very depressed. But now, and they were very sad about this. And they thought that they would be alone forever as well. Yeah, and they actually emotionally walked away from the idea of ever being with a kingdom spouse or ever being in a marriage or a relationship again. They really detached and disconnected. They were like, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. So this is causing a brand new beginning in this person's life. It's a brand new adventure, a brand new beginning. Yeah. And they're watching you. So, wow. So, yeah, the 10 of Pentacles. You're about to have the most wonderful happily ever after, where you're, you know, not just going to be wealthy and successful. You're going to be in the most loving family, and you're going to have it all. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there, chosen ones. That was awesome. I love you guys. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.